Reasons 1. Why your legs are foundation of healthy aging. Have you ever stood at the edge of your porch, ready to step out into morning sun, and suddenly felt a little unsteady on your feet? Maybe stairs that used to be easy now leave you slightly winded, or your legs just don't have the power they used to. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 50, many people begin to notice that their legs are weaker, less coordinated, and more prone to fatigue. But here's the powerful truth. Your legs are more than just limbs. They're the foundation of your independence, vitality, and longevity. As we age, the strength in our legs often determines how well we can move, how freely we can live, and even how long we stay independent. A decline in leg strength can mean a greater risk of falls, limited mobility, and loss of confidence. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be inevitable. In this video, we're diving into the 10 most common reasons why legs weaken with age and what you can do starting today to take back control. Let's begin with the first and perhaps most overlooked reason, sarcopenia. Reasons 2. Sarcopenia, the silent muscle thief. Sarcopenia is a term you might not hear at the doctor's office until it's already made its mark. It refers to the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength as we age. Think of it as a silent thief that slowly chips away at the vitality of your muscles, starting as early as your 30s and accelerating after 60. This isn't just about looking fit, it's about function. Sarcopenia makes everyday movements harder. Walking, climbing stairs, even rising from a chair can feel more taxing. And worse, it increases your risk of falling, one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. But here's the empowering part. Sarcopenia isn't a sentence, it's a condition we can fight. Regular resistance training, especially using body weight or light weights, combined with protein-rich diet, can help rebuild what time tries to take. Imagine this. Just 20 minutes a day of focused movement can help your legs reclaim their power and keep you mobile for years to come. Pause and ask yourself, what would it feel like to walk strong and confidently into your 70s or 80s? It's more possible than you think. Even better, your energy, mood, and brain clarity improve when your muscles engage. You feel more alive because you are. Reasons 3. Nerve damage that steals coordination. Peripheral neuropathy. The second culprit behind weakening legs is peripheral neuropathy, a condition that affects the nerves outside of the brain and spinal cord, especially those in the legs and feet. It can feel like tingling, numbness, burning, or even sharp pain. Over time, this can make walking feel unstable and confusing. What causes it? Chronic conditions like diabetes are major contributors, but so are vitamin deficiencies, particularly B12. And unfortunately, it's often missed or mistaken for just getting older. Here's the hopeful truth. You can improve your nerve health. Start with managing chronic illnesses like diabetes and ensuring you get enough B vitamins through diet or supplementation. Some foods a focus on include eggs, fish, dairy, and fortified cereals. And yes, physical therapy helps. Nerves thrive on movement and engagement. Many people regain significant function and reduce pain just by being consistent. Physical therapists often recommend exercises that include balance and proprioception training, like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe in a straight line. These retrain your body to recognize its position in space. When you restore the connection between your brain and your feet, you're not just walking better. You're reclaiming your connection with the world beneath you. Reasons 4. When blood flow slows you down, peripheral artery disease, PAD. Have your legs ever cramped up during a walk and then felt fine once you stopped? That might not just be fatigue. It could be peripheral artery disease or PAD. This condition restricts blood flow to the legs due to narrowed arteries, often caused by cholesterol buildup. Think of your arteries like highways delivering fuel to your muscles. When those roads are blocked, the engine, your legs, can't perform. PAD affects millions of older adults and is often underdiagnosed. Some describe it as a Charlie horse or heaviness in the legs that forces them to rest after just a block or two. The good news is your body responds incredibly well to better habits. Quitting smoking, eating heart-healthy foods, controlling blood pressure and cholesterol, and, surprisingly, walking more can all help. Studies show that supervised walking programs can drastically improve PAD symptoms. Yes, the very act of walking to discomfort under supervision helps create new blood pathways. Your legs are adaptable. They want to move. They want to work. And with a bit of help from better nutrition, support, and smart movement, they can. Imagine going from barely walking a block to completing a 5K charity walk. It's not just possible. It's happening to people in their 60s and 70s every day. Why not you? Reasons 5. Missing the sunshine vitamin D deficiency. What's something you can't see, feel, or hear? It affects every muscle in your body. That's right, vitamin D. Often called the sunshine vitamin, it plays a crucial role in muscle function, especially as we age. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, regulate phosphorus, and support neuromuscular coordination. When levels drop, which is common after 50, the consequences show up as muscle weakness, imbalance, and yes, more falls. A 65-year-old with a vitamin D deficiency may feel like their legs are just giving out unexpectedly. Why does this happen? First, older adults produce less vitamin D through sun exposure. Add to that indoor lifestyles, sunscreen use, or living in northern climates, and deficiency becomes likely. Even your kidneys, which help convert vitamin D to its active form, become less efficient with age. The fix? Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day in the sunlight, if possible. Incorporate fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified foods into your diet. And talk to your doctor about supplements, because sometimes food and sun just aren't enough. Remember, your legs need fuel, yes, but they also need the right vitamins to turn that fuel into strength. Vitamin D might be invisible, but its effects are powerful. Think of it as a hidden spark in every step you take. Reason 6. The cost of staying still, a sedentary lifestyle. Let's talk about one of the most common and most overlooked contributors to weak legs after 50, a sedentary lifestyle. In today's world, it's easier than ever to sit. We sit during meals, we sit in the car, we sit at work, and then we sit to relax in front of a screen. The problem? Our bodies weren't designed for stillness. They were made to move. When we don't use our leg muscles, they begin to shrink. This process, called muscle atrophy, doesn't just make us weaker. It reduces balance, coordination, and stamina. People often think they're just getting older, when in reality, they're just getting less active. Movement is medicine, especially after 50. But here's the silver lining. Reversing the effects of a sedentary lifestyle doesn't require running marathons. It starts with small, intentional choices. Walk around your house during commercial breaks. Choose stairs over elevators. Join a Tai Chi or water aerobics class. Even gardening or walking the dog counts. Reach our 50s or 60s. Chances are, many of us are feeling its effects, especially in the hips and knees. Osteoarthritis is essentially wear and tear of the cartilage that cushions your joints. When that protective layer thins out or breaks down, bones rub against bones. The result? Pain, stiffness, swelling, and a gradual loss of mobility. Over time, your legs can feel weaker, not just from the discomfort, but from the fact that you start using them less. What's tricky is that many people believe they should stop moving to avoid more pain, but the opposite is true. Gentle, low-impact exercises like swimming, biking, and strength training can actually protect the joints by building up the surrounding muscles. The stronger your muscles, the less pressure on your joints. Supplements like glucosamine or anti-inflammatory diets can support healing. And don't forget the power of physical therapy. Therapists can tailor stretches and routines that reduce joint stress and improve daily function. Your joints may speak up as you age, but that doesn't mean they're calling it quits. With the right care, you can still dance, walk, and move gracefully, even with osteoarthritis in the picture. Reasons 8. Medication-induced muscle weakness, a hidden side effect. Let's shine a light on a factor that many people overlook, your medication. Yes, those pills you take daily to protect your heart, control inflammation, or balance your hormones might also be quietly weakening your legs. Certain medications, like statins used to manage cholesterol or corticosteroids used for inflammation, can cause a side effect known as drug-induced myopathy. This means they slowly erode muscle fibers, leading to fatigue, cramps, and loss of muscle strength. The tricky part? This weakness often creeps in gradually, and many people don't suspect their medication as the cause. So how can you know? If you notice unexplained leg fatigue, muscle pain, or weakness, especially after starting a new medication or changing doses, talk to your doctor. Don't stop your meds abruptly, but do advocate for a full medication review. There may be alternative options with fewer muscular side effects. Also, staying active and eating protein-rich meals helps buffer some of the impact. Exercise signals your muscles to stay strong, even when medication tries to interfere. The key takeaway? Be informed. Your medications can be life-saving, but understanding their full impact gives you the power to manage your health with confidence. Because strength isn't just about muscles. It's about making smart, proactive decisions. Reasons 9. Osteoporosis and fractures, when bones weaken beneath you. Here's something not many people associate with leg weakness. Your bones. Osteoporosis is often thought of as a silent disease. You don't feel it happening. There's no pain in the beginning. But as bones thin and become fragile, even a small misstep can result in a fracture, especially in the hips, spine, or legs. And once a fracture occurs, it's not just the bone that suffers. Recovery often means weeks or months of immobility. Muscles atrophy. Confidence disappears. And for many older adults, a fracture marks the beginning of a permanent decline in mobility and independence. But it doesn't have to be that way. Bone health is something you can actively build. Just like muscle, start with calcium and vitamin D-rich foods. Think dairy, leafy greens, almonds, and fortified products. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, dancing, or gentle resistance training help stimulate bone growth. In some cases, doctors may recommend medications that slow bone loss or even build new bone. If you're over 50, ask your doctor about a bone density scan, especially if you've had a fall or family history of osteoporosis. Prevention is powerful, but it starts with awareness. Strong bones and strong muscles go hand in hand. Together, they create a foundation that carries you forward with confidence, not fear. Reasons 10. Stroke, when the brain disrupts the body. Among all the reasons for leg weakness, stroke stands apart, not just because of how dramatically it affects movement, but because of how suddenly it can happen. A stroke occurs when blood flow to a part of the brain is blocked or reduced, cutting off oxygen and damaging brain tissue. If the area responsible for motor control is affected, it can lead to partial paralysis, most often on one side of the body. After a stroke, one of the biggest challenges is regaining leg strength and coordination. The path to recovery is deeply personal, and no two journeys are the same. But what is consistent? The power of rehabilitation. With focused physical therapy, assistive tools, and a determined mindset, many stroke survivors learn to walk again, build strength, and restore some independence. Prevention, however, is key. Managing high blood pressure, avoiding smoking, keeping cholesterol in check, eating whole foods, and staying active can significantly reduce your risk. Recognize the early signs: facial drooping, arm weakness, and speech difficulty, and act fast. If you or someone you love is recovering from a stroke, know this: progress can be slow, but it's never stagnant. Every small victory matters. Even the ability to stand for an extra 5 seconds is a milestone worth celebrating. Conclusion: building strength is building freedom. So now that we've uncovered the 10 major reasons why legs weaken after 50, from sarcopenia and nerve damage to medication effects and lifestyle, where do we go from here? We go forward. We take back control. Your legs are more than muscle and bone. They are your freedom, your joy, your power to explore the world. And the incredible thing is, no matter where you are right now, sitting on a couch wondering if it's too late, it's not. Start with one small change: a walk around the block, a new food on your plate, a conversation with your doctor. Strength doesn't return overnight, but step by step, it builds, just like confidence, just like momentum, just like a better life. If this video inspired you, share it with someone you care about. Let's help each other stay strong, mobile, and independent. And don't forget to subscribe to Zenith Health for more empowering, evidence-based health content. Because aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means getting smarter, getting stronger, and living fully on your terms.